our friends and neighbors.
With our family-owned business, we are backed by a company that believes in top-quality products at the best price available. That way, more people can afford energy-saving windows and doors, as well as top-quality hurricane-rated high-impact windows that also offer you some increased security to your home.
And being backed by our parent company, we're going to be around for a long time. The guarantee Window World offers is the absolute best guarantee you are ever going to find in a window replacement company. If anything goes wrong with your new windows, Window World, that's us, and Window World Corporate will stand behind it and get it fixed.
No high pressure, no sitting in your home for hours trying to get you to make a decision right away, but simply good business to our friends and neighbors. And when we're through installing your new windows, we'll stand behind those windows with the best guarantee in the window replacement business. See for yourself.
Window World, simply the best for less.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here, 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
When was the last time you ate at Spanky's? Hi, I'm Emily Monty, and my husband Ted and I invite you to dine with us for lunch or dinner on Naples' most enjoyable open-air waterfront patio or inside among hundreds of vintage antiques and memorabilia. Our variety of dining options ensures the comfort for all of our guests. Spanky's has been a Naples landmark for over 37 years. Whether you're looking for Naples' best prime rib or fresh seafood, Spanky's has something for everyone, offering the highest quality product at an exceptional value. Spanky's has daily lunch and dinner specials and early bird dining from 4 to 5:30. Dining is also available in our full bar while you enjoy daily happy hour. At Spanky's, we understand you have many local dining options. That's why it's our mission to provide you with our warm southern hospitality that keeps our customers coming back for years to come. Visit Spanky's today on Airport Pulling Road, just south of Golden Gate Parkway, Naples.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. When you hear air conditioning companies bragging about their certified technicians, they're not actually telling you the truth. What they really mean is they have EPA certifications just to work with Freon, which is required. The only recognized certification in this industry for air conditioning is the NATE certification. And unless they're certified, they're not. If they don't have it, it's because they couldn't pass the test. If you want the best, you call Kobe Cooling, because our team is NATE certified. At 239-482-1542, we won't mislead you with false claims about their credentials. Their NATE certification is on their ID. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949, locally owned and operated.
Southwest Florida knows 92.5 Fox News is the right place for the best live and local talk. From 6 to 9, Drew Steele's live and local. Trey Radel in the Drive is local and live at 5. Drew Steele, mornings 6 to 9. Trey Radel on the Drive, afternoons at 5. Southwest Florida's live and local talk is always right here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. The news you need, the hosts you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News.
Across the country this morning
Right
following
all
the
along.
3,200 Monday as airlines grappled with crew sick calls and bad weather.
85% of the flights scheduled from Reagan National Airport never left. It was a mess even getting to the airport as heavy, wet snow smothered roads in the D.C. area, closing schools, businesses, and government offices. Red flight boards greeted hopeful travelers here at National Airport. Many left without boarding a flight, costing them more time and money.
Fox's Rich Edson. And Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes found guilty on 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit fraud.
The verdict came after 7 days of jury deliberations and a 15-week trial that captivated Silicon Valley and beyond.
Fox's Claudia Cowan. The 37-year-old could face up to 20 years in prison for each count. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News Traffic.
Crash in North Fort Myers with injuries and roadblock at the intersection of Bayshore Road and North Evelina Lane, which is just east of Business 41 along Bayshore. Seeing some westbound delays building because of that crash. Another one reported also on the North Fort Myers side of the Caloosahatchee Bridge close to North Key Drive, so watch out for some activity there and some flashing lights. If you're heading out toward that Hammond Stadium CenturyLink Sports Complex COVID testing site on 6 Mile Cypress south of Daniels Parkway, we're already seeing Lee County deputies out there doing traffic control and lines forming in the right-hand lane. So if you need to pass through to head near a Gulf Coast Medical Center, any of the businesses nearby, just be sure to stay over to the left lane to avoid the backups building the right lane for the line that's already forming for that site today. And in Bonita Springs, we have a traffic light malfunctioning at the intersection of Bonita Beach Road Southeast at Old 41 Road. So be sure to treat that as a 4-way stop. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After the chilly start we had to this morning, a good amount of sunshine will help things warm up into the upper 70s. Winds in the north and east at 5 to 15 miles per hour. As we enter tonight, we'll look for a partly cloudy sky. Can't quite rule out a stray shower through the overnight time frame and into your Wednesday. Lows a little bit milder for tomorrow morning with a low near 60 degrees. We're back to 80 by tomorrow afternoon. Again, a stray shower will be a possibility with a few showers returning to the forecast both Thursday and Friday as highs remain near 80. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Hi, Stuart Duncan here of Duncan's Diamonds. People come into our store here in Southwest Florida and are amazed by the selection of beautiful, fine jewelry and at exceptional prices. At Duncan's Diamonds, I will make sure personally that we give you the finest quality at the best possible prices. We get very excited about diamonds and are here to help you find that special diamond. We have the largest selection of magnificent and exclusive designer styles for you to choose from. Also, if you find a diamond or style on the internet, bring in a picture and we will get it or make it exactly to your specifications. And our prices and quality will exceed your expectations. I personally guarantee it. At Duncan's Diamonds, we will not be undersold by anyone, anywhere, or any place, and you can count on it. Come in and see us in Fort Myers on US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, and in Naples at the Mercado Shopping Center.
Southwest Florida homeowners. Home values are up and interest rates are down, which means now is a great time for a mortgage checkup. This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse. Many of you listening might have purchased or refinanced your home within the past year, so your mortgage could be the last thing on your mind. However, the real estate market has changed quite a bit in 2021, which means your home has likely increased in value. More equity in your home means there has never been a better time to get cash out for home improvements. You could also qualify for a lower mortgage rate with our no closing cost refinance loan, and for some, more equity in your home means you could eliminate mortgage insurance. Mortgage Warehouse is Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader. No points, no hidden fees, no closing cost, period. Give us a quick call today at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pugh with Melanie Pugh Gentle Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. I'm a long way from my hometown in Frenchburg, Kentucky, but I'm not far away from the values that I learned there. Take responsibility, work hard, do a great job, and treat people right. The world has gotten crazy, but I want you to know that when you step into our dental office, we follow those same values that I grew up with. That will never change. Learn more about us at drmelaniepugh.com. That's Melanie Pugh, PUGH.com.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and get ready because it's time once again. This Friday, Oaks Farm Seed to Table, we do our first Friday live broadcast, and we love being out there and love seeing you there for the show, 6 to 9 a.m. They open up an hour earlier so that you can come in and enjoy some great breakfast and so much more. Maybe do some shopping while you're there as well. And you know how awesome Seed to Table is and what a great place it is to shop. We hope to see you there. Oaks Farm Seed to Table, our first Friday broadcast, 6 to 9 a.m. at the corner of Immokalee and Livingston Road in Naples. Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News.
It's Rockstar Harley's pre-owned red tag sale this week. Hundreds of Harleys tagged with liquidation pricing. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, 100% of applications accepted. Save thousands this week. Only at Rockstar Harley's pre-owned red tag sale. Ends this Sunday.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching, subscribing to the podcast, and checking us out, watching us on our Rumble channel. Millennials are the silencing generation. I saw this in the Wall Street Journal. It's an opinion piece, Jake, and I thought of you because, you know, sometimes it's not fair. I just wanted to include you in the conversation, Jake, for just a second. By the way, I was listening to a clip of audio that somebody sent me, and maybe you can tell me if you can identify this and if you know anything about it. Here's the audio.
Get set, go. Get it, get it. He out. Dad, look, he having a stroke.
All right, so there's a family having a healthy dose of fun. What are they doing? I guess the new viral challenge is cookie on the forehead. Have you heard about this, Jake? Jake the Millennial, the cookie on the forehead challenge. This is the new one that they have.
I have not.
Okay, good. All right, so this is actually a good thing. So apparently the new cookie on the forehead challenge is that you have to, without using your hands, you put a cookie on your forehead, and then you have to get it into your mouth, from your forehead to your mouth, without using your hands. That's like the new, I don't know, viral video challenge that people are doing. You've heard nothing about this, I guess. Is that?
I guess I'm getting old.
Okay. Well, yes, you are. We are. You know, here's an unfortunate fact. We're all getting old. It's inevitable. It's just going to happen. Yeah. So the thing I like about it is I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a cookie on the forehead challenge as opposed to some of the other challenges that have been in social media viral. And about, I don't know half of them. I don't even want to remember half of them. But let's just put it this way. There's usually danger, the unfortunate possibility of losing a limb, and some other disgusting things that are going on. So it's not that. So that's a good thing. So there is something to be said about some of the viral things that we could be doing. I guess it also tells you that not every viral video or everything that people go along with and try to, it doesn't have to be dangerous. You could have a little bit of fun in life. You could have some of these things happening that are enjoyable. It's a nice thing. And for some reason that takes me to this Wall Street Journal piece about millennials that are the silencing generation, because the baby boomers didn't care what anybody thought. And I thought this was an interesting article because I am trying to figure this out. And Jake, maybe you can speak to for the millennials. I want you this morning to speak for millennials. Now, here's the thing about Jake, everybody. Jake is different than the typical millennials in a lot of ways. Because Jake is listening, he's learning, he opens his eyes to a lot of things that are happening. He's educated on a lot of the issues that we've been talking about. It's the people that are around him that maybe we're going to be describing. So, Jake, I want you to listen to some of this article and tell me if he's got something here. Because the millennials don't like us. They don't like the baby boomers. We're the ones that took all the food off the table, left the crumbs. You say we cling to our jobs. We won't make any room for you. And you resent how through the ownership that we have, and we've left you with nothing. And in the 60s, there was a spirited movement There were people that were doing a lot of different things in music and what we listened to and the things that we were willing to go out and do. And now the talk is that millennials don't like baby boomers because the baby boomers were carefree. They were exuberant. These were the people that didn't worry about your feelings. That there was a lot of things that we laughed. It's up to each generation, though, to make its mark. You've got to define yourself. Defining yourself by the resentment of an earlier generation isn't how you do it. This is from this article by F.H. Buckley in the Wall Street Journal on millennials. What we find missing in your generation more than anything is laughter. We grew up on Mad Magazine. It taught us to appreciate the great literature, and he jokes about some of the things that are in Mad Magazine and the way it was as kids. If you don't know what it is, look it up. And prepared us for Watergate and the Clintons. When we were older, we subscribed, not everybody did, but subscribed to National Lampoon. What was that? It was a magazine that knew nothing was funny unless somebody was offended. And the more you were offended by what was in National Lampoon, the funnier it was. Now, not everybody loved every single thing in National Lampoon, but the overarching issue is true that it was offensive in a lot of different ways, and it offended a lot of people's sense and sensibility. And if it did that, it was funny to a lot of people. We laughed at Blazing Saddles and Animal House, films you're not even permitted to see unless you download them when nobody is looking. And if you don't know what Blazing Saddles is look it up. The last time we saw anything funny on late night television was Norm Macdonald's news updates on Saturday Night Live in the 90s. Now we'll marvel at how anything resembling humor has been surgically removed from SNL and the talk shows. Sneering at people you despise isn't an amusing diversion. The generation before us used to be called the silent generation, but they weren't silent. They invented rock and roll, the music of our time, but a genre you, being millennials, permitted to die. And they didn't try to cancel anybody the way you do. You're the silencing generation. The thing we wanted to ban was banning itself. And if ever we seemed to have gone too far, if ever we had a momentary regret, we wanted crazier music and stronger wine, as he puts it. And we weren't afraid to. And what this article goes on to say is, listen, we weren't afraid to offend people. You are all perpetually offended. And there's so much that you look at, and then ultimately you take a step back and you say, you're the generation that voted for Joe Biden. We were the generation that saw Joe Biden and was like, we don't want that guy anywhere near the White House. For decades and decades, people saw right through that guy, and you're the generation that brought him in. And so what this article was saying, and I just thought it was funny, is that, and Jake, maybe you can tell me if you're noticing this among your friends. And I'm not putting you in that position because I give Jake a lot of credit because he listens. He is one of the more responsible people that I know. He really is pretty amazing in a lot of ways. But he's a millennial, and, we have fun with the millennial part of it. But Jake, it's true, right? Do you guys laugh? Do you have, what do millennials laugh at? It's hard to find that thing that is funny in the millennial generation. What is it? I don't even know what it is. It's,
personally, I think a lot of us laugh at a lot of different things. I don't,
But certainly it's not, how do I say it? It's a different kind of laughter. It's like the kind of laughter that you laugh at certain things, but you're always looking out to make sure you're not offending, well, not you, but other people, and not offending anybody when they're laughing at something. I guess you have to be from an earlier generation to see how we laughed at certain things, and when people were offended, it wasn't because it's because we all could just relax and laugh a little bit, and at the end of the day, call it a day. And now that doesn't happen. So, and he asked the question, where did we go wrong? Where did everything turn? How is it that all of these things were out there before and now it's just... And what are your kids going to be like? If you're easily offended, if you don't want to be offended, you're perpetually offended. It is fascinating to think about. But all right. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. All right, a couple of other things I wanted to get to before we get to the comments made by the governor yesterday, Ron DeSantis, when it comes to some of the things that we're worried about here in the state of Florida. You know, I hear from a lot of different news outlets. I'm looking at one right now. The news press. Here we go. The news press. COVID-19 hospitalizations at Lee Health jumped 66% over the weekend to the... You almost need that's the wrong music. It's more dramatic than that. And we know that there are a lot of cases out there. Southwest Florida. Now let me read the article because this is where I'm just asking the question, everybody. I'm asking the question. We all know what it's like, the lines that are forming to be able to get testing, for COVID. We know right now how hard tests that you can possibly get your hands on, and now we're trying to figure out when the American people are going to have them in their hands, and he doesn't even know. I had that audio. See if I can find that. Yeah, because he was asked about that. He was also asked about chickens, which is a really weird thing that happened. Yeah, I mean, all right, hold on a second. I can't say the thing about the chickens, the $1 billion chickens without... Yesterday, when he was talking about big meat and everything else, and one of the chicken producers was very happy that he's recognizing how important the industry is.
We thank you for your diligence in helping preserve the legacy of the American farmer.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, everybody, I come from the state of Delaware. Everybody thinks the big industry is chemicals. It's chickens. Chickens.
It's $1 billion chickens. $1 billion chickens, he says, right? It's a
$1 billion industries.
Yep, it's
$1 billion industries.
Yeah, chickens. Just the way he said it was weird. It was like chickens.
It's chickens.
Yeah. But he was also asked about when are the people gonna start seeing some tests? When are we gonna get those COVID tests? We kind of need them instead of standing out on these long lines. When are we gonna have these tests available, sir?
When will Americans get those free COVID tests, sir?
Yeah. No answers. Like, everybody out of the room, out of our fake room here that we've created yesterday. But I just want to read this article from the news press. And again, you got to read through the whole thing before you start to realize something interesting about this article. Here you go. Southwest Florida's largest hospital operator saw its number of patients with COVID jump by 66% over the weekend to its highest number since September 30th. That sounds pretty ominous. It's another indication that the highly contagious Omicron variant is spreading quickly throughout the state. We also know how less lethal it is than the Delta variant. And we keep that in mind. On Monday, Lee Health counted 154 patients with COVID-19, up from 93 on Friday and 59 last Tuesday. The hospital system has about 35 COVID-positive patients at any given time in the days before Christmas. 18 of the patients are in intensive care units, according to Lee Health. 5 of those infected are children, up from 2 on Friday. Goes on to say Lee Health has confirmed that 68 were already vaccinated. The remaining 86 patients either haven't been vaccinated or have an unconfirmed vaccination status, Lee Health spokesman Jonathan Little said. But then it goes on to say it was not immediately clear when it comes to the finer points of why people are in hospital. Can we just get to that point? Can we just, instead of bringing that all the way to the bottom of the article, can we make that at the top? Just like Dr. Fauci the other day was admitting, hey, listen, there's a lot of kids that are in hospital across the country, and many of them are coming into hospital, and then we find out that they have COVID. They're not, they're from COVID. They're there with COVID. How is that so tough to do? And why can't we just say that right out of the gate? All right, we're going to have more on this coming up. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele S3Es. We appreciate you watching. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
The right place for local talk. Drew now, Trey for the Drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, it's Buck Sexton. I want to thank the 92.5 Fox News listeners.